Welcome back. As I promised, I've got Shalini on the hot seat with me this evening. And I've introduced her briefly at the beginning of the session. Now, I was really amazed going through her profile. Now, here's someone who has been doing extremely well in academics and extremely well on the extracurricular front as well. But then I saw that she's also the leader of a table tennis team. Now that's something amazing. How does she get to manage all that? Well, let's ask Shalini herself. Okay. So Shalini, a very warm welcome to the program.
Yeah,
it's a pleasure. It's a pleasure to have you here, and I sincerely hope that your presence and what you say will inspire countless other students like you who are watching the show. Could you quickly tell us a little bit about yourself, your parents, and your long string of achievements?
I'm Shalini Nair, from grade 10 student of Delhi Private School, Sharjah. I'm a table tennis member of the school table tennis team, and I've also represented my school in various levels.
Okay.
About my family, my father's name is Raju Nair. He's a director of Synergy Pharma. My mother, Sindhu, is a teacher at Delhi Private School, Sharjah. I also have a brother who is a grade 4 student at Delhi Private School, Sharjah.
Okay.
One of the achievements, one of my highest achievements I consider as a student would be receiving the prestigious Sheikh Hamdan Award. But besides that, I've won numerous accolades in table tennis, dance, music, art, and even in competitive exams like ACIT and Macmillan.
Wow, now that's something for all you young guys out there who say that we don't have time and we only have 24 hours. So here's someone who's been able to beautifully manage the various challenges of making it big in the academic world. I've got a cheeky question for you, Shalini. Okay, can you describe yourself in 5 words?
Shalini, for me, if I would have to describe, I would say S for smart,
Oh, okay.
H for helpful, A for ambitious,
Okay.
L for lovable,
Okay.
I for intelligent,
Okay.
N for natural, and I for inquisitive.
I for inquisitive. So you've got a million questions steaming in your brain all the
Yes.
time. And now this is something for your parents. There's a nice activity, okay? Take a piece of paper and start writing questions that you have in your mind. Yeah, you got me right. I'm not talking about answers. Questions. Questions like, why is the sky blue? And probably, why is Dubai called Dubai? Start writing questions. They say that if you can't go beyond 10 to 15, you don't have a very inquisitive mind. Okay, so got you. Now that's an activity for you, probably at another time. Let me just try to recollect what Shalini said. So S is for smart. Okay, H for helpful.
Yeah.
A for ambitious. Now that's something that's a word that's very close to my heart. L for lovable, and you've got a very lovable family as well. On air, let me thank Mr. Rajan, his lovely wife, and your kid brother for coming all the way and being with us in the studio. Thank you, sir, and thanks to the family. I for intelligent, N for natural. What do you mean by natural?
Natural in the sense I make use of everything I have at hand.
Okay.
I'm quite resourceful. I mean, anybody, maybe people can ask me something, and maybe they just might get to know the answer through me.
Okay.
I use a lot of resources at hand, and I make them. I use that to the best of my abilities.
Okay. So what you're saying is probably you're blessed with a lot of resources around you, and you make the most of that. So you don't have to really try hard to make things happen for you. It comes
because
naturally.
I don't know. My mom usually every time she says that I'm like talented, I'm God gifted.
Okay.
So because I have like so many hobbies and I'm good at like almost everything.
Okay.
So my mom says that that's what makes me natural, because I have so many talents at hand.
There's someone brimming with confidence and self-belief here, and that's in alignment with the topic of the day, and I'm beginning to get inspired speaking to little Shalini. Guys, you're talented as well. The only issue is maybe most of you wouldn't have recognized it in yourself. Okay, so make it a point to see what God-given talents. God doesn't play favorites. You're all talented, you're all strong. Here's Shalini who has recognized those talents in her. It's high time you did it as well. Let me ask you a very pertinent question. Shalini, what is your ambition in life?
My primary ambition is to become a pediatrician and help the needy children around the world.
Okay.
besides that, it might be a very important factor that I am trying to help the children is because being a dip site, it's always been instilled in us, like right from the starting of our school age, that we have to always do a bit towards the society and also to our country.
Okay.
And because our school motto itself means is service before self. So we've always been encouraged to help each other or do something for the society because God has given you enough money, enough the qualities to let you come to school, that where there are so many numerous children out there who don't have the resources to come to school, or they are subjected to any external pressure, whatever it is, but they are not able to come to school. So you as the future of the country, you should do something for those children. So you should take that step forward and help the society.
That's a very noble thought. Shalini's heart goes out to all those little kids in need. Those teary eyes and those sunken stomachs. I was reading statistics that says every 3 seconds a child dies because of hunger, and that's 3 seconds. Guys, from the time we started the show today, we're talking about probably hundreds of students. So, and I think it's a very noble thought your teachers have done it. Are your teachers watching the show, by the way?
Yeah.
Oh yes, you should be proud, okay, because you've really driven down these values in your students. I've had students from your school previously on the show, and it's very interesting to see how they breathe and how they talk and how they live these values. Just a naughty question, Shalini. Pediatrician, so a lot of young guys coming and getting injected and crying. Does it bother you, that you need to hurt kids?
No, because I'm doing something good for them.
Okay.
Maybe at beginning I might be apprehensive because they're small kids, and like how I'm like my brother right now. When he goes to for a vaccination, he gets like, oh my God, I'm so scared. I don't know what to do. And then when that happens, obviously I feel like, oh, that's okay. You can do it.
Okay.
So at that time, maybe at beginning before vaccinating them or some injection or whatever it is, I might get a little apprehensive about that.
Okay.
But then I think over experience, obviously, I would get over it.
Sure. I really liked what you said at the beginning when you said it's for their own good. Guys, everything that you need to do today, going to school, learn, probably doesn't taste so good. Probably pricks you a little bit like an injection needle. But it's going to definitely help you in the long run. So no pain, no gain. That's what we say. I was noticing the way Shalini talked about ambition. Okay, she said she wants to be a pediatrician. Now, let me ask you this question. What we're trying to do is we're trying to get into your brain and try to see how you think.
My inquisitive brain.
Yeah. And now, are you confident that you're going to make it? Because there are a lot of things. The world is competitive, and so you're confident that you're going to make it?
I am very confident that I will make it.
Okay.
Because first of all, I think I'm blessed to have such supportive parents and encouraging teachers, especially a principal, Mrs. Vandana Marwa. She really inspires each and every single dipsite in the school to believe in ourselves and in everything that I do. So everything that we do. So I think that she's our main visionary behind each and every dipsite to go out there in the world and do your bit, your best, and with whatever that confidence is usually she's the one who strikes it in us.
Okay.
She's one amazing person.
Really?
Yeah.
I think we should have her in this studio. Do us a favor, speak to her, tell her that this is reaching out to so many students out there, and probably her presence here on live on air could help us reach out that inspiring presence to many more. Guys, I was again trying to understand where our little Shalini gets her confidence from. She talked about parents, and she talked about her school, and she talked about her principal and her teachers. Now, these are resources that you all have as well. Your parents deeply care for you. Okay, I'm a parent of a 13-year-old and a 6-year-old. We might not be so fast on the gadgets as you are, okay? We might not be quick on the video games, but we've got umpteen years of experience and we deeply care for you, okay? So you should not ever feel down. Your self-esteem should always be up. And of course, teachers and principals, they are your parents at school. So we're all, it's like a pit stop, you're taking a pit stop and you're racing ahead, so we're there to support you all the way. So I wanted to ask you why you're confident. So I think you've answered that by
Yeah.
saying your teachers are there and your parents are there. Now this is something quite interesting. How can somebody manage academics and studies and quizzing and debating and dancing and sports? So where do you get the time? So what's a typical day in your life like?
A typical day in my life would, I usually start at 5 in the morning.
Okay.
After my morning routines, I'm off to school like any other kid of my age.
Okay.
But sometimes, some of the days, I usually have table tennis practice in school itself.
Okay.
So I leave a little bit earlier, let's say about 5:30. I leave for school, and then I reach back home by 2 in the afternoon. After lunch and a bit of relaxing, which I do by reading books or something, I start studying by 3:30.
Okay.
Evenings, during evenings, they usually spend by table tennis practice, maybe with my brother or with I just do it by myself. And or for some other extra coaching.
Okay.
And then I'm usually off to bed by 9:30.
Okay. So reading, so nothing special, nothing magical. It's the same clock that runs in your house runs in Shalini's house as well, and she has got the luxury of the same 24 hours that you have. Waking up at 5 o'clock, your parents do they have to wake you, or you wake?
No.
You get up by yourself?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, so you've got a nice cute alarm clock that does the job
Yeah.
for you. And you said that you read. What kind of books do you read?
I love reading fiction,
Okay.
mainly fiction, because I don't know, they're not in our world, but my mind it gets to like wander through those the author's view of writing.
Okay.
I get to wander. Like recently, I started reading my Harry Potter series again.
Okay.
Even though during my exams, because I love reading, so
Okay,
I just started
okay.
reading it again. So it's like again I get to go into that magical world, into their school,
Okay.
into fighting Lord Voldemort.
Yeah.
So and I go back into that world, and I don't know, I feel just so happy over there.
Okay.
So yeah,
That's true, because when you read, research says that your imagination develops because
Yeah.
you're projecting a picture of what you're reading in your mind. But when you're watching TV or
it's
anything
just
else
like
on
blocked
screen,
and
exactly,
you can't
exactly.
dream.
Harry Potter, I'm so happy that she mentioned Harry Potter. That's a very, very inspiring series. Harry being an orphan,
Yeah.
who has probably everything against him. The most powerful, negative, evil force was out there to kill him. But it's all about his teachers, it's all about his foster parents and his friends, okay? Teaming up together and beating the world. And you know one thing, there's one character in Harry Potter that really inspires me, and that's Neville Longbottom.
Yes,
Okay,
Neville
because guys, it's not about what you are today, okay? It's what you can be tomorrow. So Neville, when you start reading the series or watch the book, you find that he's a loser.
He's a loser throughout the 6 books. He's a complete loser. In the end, he just comes out and he gives this totally inspiring speech against Lord Voldemort. I was so shocked. Like J.K. Rowling could make a loser kind of person
into
such an inspiring character,
Exactly.
and it just like takes her, the writing. It's so amazing.
Exactly. And I was looking at the pictures of all these stars today. Emma Watson and Neville is the cool guy, tall and handsome. So guys, it's up to you. It's not about your yesterdays and todays. It's about what you can be tomorrow. You won't have J.K. Rowling to write a lovely story for you. You have to write it yourself. This is a crazy question, okay?
Yeah.
I'm just trying to understand how your parents and your teachers think. Because when you said that you wanted to play, and when you said that you're going to spend considerable amount at the TT table, didn't they discourage you by saying, no, you need to study? And frankly speaking, I know your parents are watching, but
no, actually, when I started playing table tennis, it was my parents. They found out like I could play a sport. Like before, until a few years back, I was quite like studious and more towards the studies, and I used to hate sports. Besides watching cricket, because my parents like already instilled the rules of cricket and everything. So
a girl watching cricket. Oh, okay, yeah, okay.
Then later on, I think they started noticing I wanted to go for a different game, because you see everyone in basketball, everyone in cricket, everyone in tennis, but no one is there for table tennis.
Okay.
So that, I don't know why, but I just wanted to be unique, and I just joined table tennis. And like I used to go for rigorous training, like at the beginning, when I wanted to get into the team, the school team, I used to go like I used to go at 6 in the morning for training, and then I used to come back. I used to have by 1, and then I used to eat food, and again I'd go by 2, and then come back by 6 or something like that. But then at the same time, time management is what matters in my life, because I don't get so much time to study, but that whatever little time that I have, I dedicate I make the most of it. So that's more than enough. If you like do dailies every day, you sit and do whatever's done in class. With that, even if you have just 10 minutes and you just read, the teacher just teaches nearly like 2 to 4 pages a day. So if you just sit and like put your mind and like just learn that 4 pages within the at least 10 minutes that you get, that's more than enough. You can do anything in the world and then just go and do.
Thank you. Shalini, there's a caller online.
Yeah.
So, hello.
Hello. Namaskaram.
Yes, sir. Tell me. We can hear you.
No.
Hello.
Hello, sir. Namaskaram, sir.
Oh, namaskaram. How are you?
How are you?
I'm fine. I'm fine. May I know who? Can I know your name, please?
Mr. Ibrahim Sengit.
Yes.
I see you also. Everything good?
Everything is perfect. May I know who this is?
I am Mr. Naushad from Abu Dhabi, Kali.
Yes, Mr. Naushad. Would you have a question for us?
In Abu Dhabi, yes, also Malayali.
Okay. I'm afraid your voice is not very clear.
For helping to.
Yeah. Hello. Thanks a lot for calling, Mr. Naushad. I'm afraid your voice was not very clear. Probably we'll get to speak to you again. Thank you for the call. Shalini, this is $1 million question, okay? And this is the gist of the whole thing. A lot of the students who come to us, okay, for counseling support, parents tell us that the kids are not self-driven.
Yeah.
You need to push them continuously to learn, to do their homework, even to keep their their own rooms in order.
Yeah.
They need to be pushed again and again and again. But you seem to be like you come across as a very self-driven person. So what's the secret? What drives you?
I had mentioned before that I wanted to become a pediatrician.
Okay.
And I'm quite determined to achieve it. So I really think all these years it's been my determination to reach that goal that has like driven me forward to go and achieve it. So I think more than my parents don't push me as such. They just tell me, okay, if you want to do it, you do it. If you don't want to, don't do it. So I think it's more of my determination which pushes me forward to achieve that whatever goal that I have set. Maybe if it's like studying for that 1 hour, I make sure that I reach it and I put the whole concepts inside my head within that 1 hour. So my determination is
what drives you.
What drives me.
I think this validates exactly what we've been saying in the last few weeks. You need to have an ambition, a burning ambition. And Shalini here exactly knows why her ambition is so important, because it's about helping kids in need. So have an ambition, connect that to a purpose, the question why, and then start believing in yourself. And I think that's going to translate into everything that you do, even studying for an hour. See, studying for an hour doesn't have anything to do with her ambition of being a pediatrician, but that connects, and that makes all the difference. Let's say, Shalini, you've got an exam coming up. I'm sorry, I need to rush because we're running against time. Suppose you've got an exam coming up, and you know that exam or maybe a competition that's announced.
Yeah.
What thoughts come to your mind?
I'm usually poised before writing an exam or going into a competition or any kind of matches as such.
Okay.
Because I never get nervous quite easily. From my point of view, I think the key to writing a good exam or performing well during a competition is to do your best. No matter what result you get, just don't care about that and just do whatever you have.
Okay. So it's all about not worrying about the results, but making sure that you have done your best.
Yeah.
Okay. Since we're running out of time, I need to introduce a new format. I'm posing some fill-in-the-blanks questions to you, Shalini. Let's see how quickly you can come up with the answer, okay? The first one, this is for all you guys out there. To succeed in academics, students must dash.
Manage time and lead a healthy and balanced life.
Manage time well and lead a healthy and balanced life. Exercise, make sure that you eat healthy food and stay focused. Yeah? Okay. This is the next one. To be confident and to believe in themselves, students must dash.
Keep trying, practicing again and again.
Okay.
And never ever give up hope. Never ever.
Okay, so let's say you fail, you bounce back again.
Yeah.
You bounce back again, and there's always a want to say expecto patronum, yeah, which works out. Okay. Now the next one, and I really liked it. Practice, keep trying, and even if you fail, bounce back, and that adds to your confidence. Since you mentioned giving up, the next question is about that. Dash kind of students give up?
Those who don't have a well-defined goal or are dominated by external pressure.
Okay. So there's nobody to influence them and they're not influenced themselves.
Yeah.
So it's just like probably a fig leaf in a stream going left and right and left and right, allowing destiny to take you where you want to go. Guys, just imagine you're flying home during your holidays and you get inside the flight and the pilot says, I don't know where I'm supposed to go, but I'll go somewhere. Will you sit in the plane? You will not.
No.
Okay, so similarly, have a goal for yourself. And as Shalini said, if you have a goal, you'll never give up. Okay, I've got the next question for you, Shalini, which is a rapid fire round. Okay, so people tell me, are you trying to copy Coffee with Karan? No way. The domain is different, the intentions are different, and we've got different kinds of winners joining the studio. So let's try a rapid fire round. Okay, I'll mention a few words. As soon as you hear the word, tell me what words come to your mind. Okay, the first one is challenge.
Confident.
Confident about meeting any challenge.
Yes.
And I think that's the key. If you're confident, challenges melt in front of you. It becomes so easy. Okay. The second one, tricky one, Facebook.
Time pass.
Okay, time pass, or does it take too much time from you students? I mean, what do you think?
Both ways.
Okay, so you
probably people who are like they're determined, it's like time pass, like for leisure purposes, and the other ways it takes away your time.
Takes away your time. So guys, you need to be very careful on how much time you spend on it. Failure.
A rise.
Wow.
A comeback.
Okay. Whoa, that's great. You didn't say grief, you didn't say disappointment, you didn't say death, you said bounce back. That's amazing. Okay. Something close to your heart. Role model.
Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam.
Oops, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. We share the same role model. I've got many, but he's very close. Used to be a newspaper boy. Yeah? You know that, right? And then used to deliver newspapers and railway platforms and ended up being one of the most celebrated sons of India. Smartphones.
Addiction.
Yeah, I know. It's about, you might not be working on them, but just by having them around is a distraction.
It's just a tiny blink of the light and you're like, oh my god, that's a notification, let me check it. And then I face that a lot, but when exams come, I just keep it aside and I just switch it off.
You forget it.
Yeah, I just forget it.
Okay. Tough.
Tough. Courageous.
Okay.
You be courageous if there's something tough. Never give up.
Okay, so life might throw tough and simple and complicated things at you, but be bold and stay tough. Blessing.
My family.
Whoa, that's a good one indeed. Your family is your blessing. I'll have time probably for one more question, and before we wind up. But it's been a pleasure having you in the studio, Shalini. If you believe your kids have done something inspiring, please make sure that you let us know, and we'll definitely have them on the hot seat. Meanwhile, join me in thanking Shalini and giving her all her blessings. It's usually quite strange to someone so confident and so poised, getting ready to compete and win against the big bag world. all the best,
Thank you.
little sister.
Thank
Do
you.
well in life. You're happy to have such a lovely family and a great school environment as well. May you touch the stars. Okay.
Thank
You already mentioned reading, probably in a sentence or two. Let me ask you, what are your main hobbies?
I've learned classical dance and Carnatic music for 5 years.
Okay.
So besides that, I love reading, writing, and I love a bit of cooking also.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I think that's what would make my hobbies.
Perfect. Now that was Shalini for you. It's time for me to log off and leave. I've got the next presenter ready in the studio, ready to take on. My dear friends, as always, it's been a pleasure, and we promise you we'll have many more stalwarts joining me in the studio, teachers, academicians, and good performers like these. Stay tuned. Looking forward to meet you next week from 5 to 6 on this amazing show on NTV. Okay? Be in touch, and all the best.